Hey, how's it going, guys? Now, after owning the Fire Max for, I want to say, a little over a year now, it's held up really well with me. I haven't had any major issues, and I kind of stick with almost everything I said about a year ago. Now, I will say that I like this even a little more than I did before, or I've come to appreciate it a little bit more than before. Now, before I get into anything else, first thing is that still goes for $229 on Amazon or $230, but that's right before Prime Day, so I know it's going to come down to about $150. And I think at $150 it's worthwhile because this does have 4 gigabytes of RAM, so that is kind of limiting, especially when doing multitasking and probably trying to do high-end gaming. This can still play some games, and I did try Fairlight 84, which I could probably play in just a moment if need be. But yeah, everything has ran pretty well with me on this, and at $150 it's even better. I loved using this as my daily driver for media consumption, and the fact that it was just smooth. I had no problems whatsoever navigating around. I haven't noticed slowdowns or anything like that. Amazon really did a great job on this one. Now, I know that this is kind of like a forked version of Android, so you're pretty locked and limited with what you can do, and that is the downside. Not just that, but their App Store is absolutely garbage. It's the worst one I've ever seen. There's like nothing in here. I mean, I don't even know why they waste their time. I mean, no offense to Amazon, but just put the Play Store on there. I do have a separate video I made on this where some of you, or a good amount of you, have tried, and I've seen a lot of people succeed. But unfortunately, some people still have a problem with downloading this to Play Store, and that is frustrating, or they have issues. So if they just have it downloaded from the get-go, I think that would be the best option. And I think they would probably sell a lot more if they just had an Android version of their Amazon Fire tablet. Video playback is great. I think that's one of the main reasons why I was using this as my daily driver. I mean, being able to watch videos at full HD 1080p on Netflix and other streaming platforms is nice, and unfortunately that's still limited in 2024 with some tablets. Even though they might mention Widevine L1, it might not have Widevine L1. And the screen is probably just a little bit better because it gets a little bit brighter than some other tablets, and it doesn't feel like it has that over sharpness all the time. Maybe I'm overthinking about that part. But yeah, speakers are great. No problems whatsoever, just slightly brighter. And also the screen being 11 inches, it does feel a little bit, I mean, of course it is bigger, and you kind of notice that compared to maybe 10.1-inch tablets that we've seen in the past. Now, when it comes to just pure media consumption, if you're on a budget, there is another tablet available for $100 or just under $100. It's the Lenovo Tab M9. It's got really good speakers, 4 gigabytes of RAM, Widevine L1, but you'll be stuck at like 720p to watch videos on Netflix because of the screen being like a weird resolution. It's just slightly above HD or 720p. But nonetheless, going for under $100, and it's pretty decent. I have a separate video I made that I'll have like a card or annotation on above, and probably a link down below to check this one out. But for $150, this was great. This was the best tablet I've used so far, and I love everything about it. And let me just show you a little bit of gaming. Also, the other thing I liked was the battery life. It does last me a day, actually 2 days or 3 days if need be. Now, granted, I'm probably watching like maybe an hour or two of like video playback and maybe checking out something here or there a little bit. Sometimes not, but yeah, other times it might be I'm just watching like one episode of, let's say, Supernatural, and then this thing lasts me a week before it dies out. But all I can say is you won't have a problem with battery life. You probably won't have a problem with anything besides downloading the Play Store, the Google Play Store, which there's 2 different ways to do it. One is without a PC, the other one is downloading the Fire Toolbox on your computer and downloading it here, which I'll try to make a separate video on, so stay tuned for that. But yeah, also in terms of gaming, it can play Genshin Impact. There might be some lag here and there, but then Fairlight 84 worked pretty well too. I did want to mention that at the back here, you can see some fingerprints, and I do have some dirt that I guess can be removed if I try a little more. There was more before, so it's like there's a lot less now. But it's a little faded, as you can see here. I do like the metal body. I never really cared for it until now, mainly because it just didn't seem relevant to me. But it does feel more premium, and you do kind of notice that attention to detail, especially when you give this as a gift to someone. I mean, this would actually be a pretty nice gift, all things considered. And as you can see, everything's pretty smooth here. There might be some slight hiccups here or there, and it is playing at a lower resolution, probably the lowest that's available. But nonetheless, it's not bad. I think overall this thing is impressive, like I mentioned before, and I like it. And like I said, if you want something just for watching videos, nothing too crazy, then this is a good option if you can get it during Black Friday. Or if you don't mind watching in HD, want something cheaper, then the Lenovo Tab M9, the one with 4 gigabytes of RAM that's available now for under $100 is also a good option. But let me know what you guys think, and stay tuned for more because I'll be checking out more tablets that come out in the future. Oh, and finally, I am hoping that for the next Amazon tablet they make, they at least keep this forked version of Android. I have been hearing rumors about they're going to make their own OS software. It's going to be completely different. I mean, I'd be eager to see that. I mean, regardless, I'll check it out. But the only thing I'm wondering and hoping for is that somehow, some way, the Google Play Store would be supported on there, and all the apps would be too. Because without that, none of these tablets are worth it. This tablet would not be worth it. I would not be recommending it outside of maybe media consumption. But yeah, it's just like there's so much support on the Play Store. There's so many apps on there. It just can't be defeated. I mean, nobody can beat it. That's what I'm trying to say. So yeah, guys, that's pretty much my take on it. Overall, it's good. If you're still thinking about it in 2024, I'd say, get it, especially during Prime Day when it goes on sale for $150. As always, guys, thanks for watching.